I was in
They finally
LA
did.
when they had launched Disney Plus,
Oh, cool.
and I had like a head. I don't want to mess up his title. I think he was like a senior director at Stars, like the streaming service
cool.
on the show.
Yeah.
And he was freaking out about Disney Plus.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Well, because he was like, dude, you don't get how powerful Disney is,
Yeah.
man. They could do anything they want.
Yeah. I think it is, when I was there, I believed in the project, and the fact that is that so many companies allowed Netflix to build a brand off of their content and licensed it because they were just getting so much money for content. It was a new revenue stream that people didn't ever think about. And then, people like us, right? I don't have cable, and you would go on it and you would watch Scandal or you would watch Star Wars. Like, people don't even know that Disney owns Marvel. It blows my mind.
You're the second person to say that to me this week. That's insane.
Yeah. But they allowed Netflix to build a brand off of the content. And so the fact that they're doing this, they're taking their content direct to the consumer, and they're the only company that can monetize it in such a way. They have the parks. They have TV channels,
the retail space,
the merchandise.
The
my
brand.
God, it's nuts. I love Disney.
So do you think like in the next 5 years we're gonna have to buy all these separate platforms and it's gonna be more money? Or?
So you should listen to one of the episodes of my podcast, #Here to Slay.
Here to Slay.
Sponsored.
Plug.
Because what I do on that is some of it's about female empowerment, but another big part of it is the business side of the media entertainment industry. Because in a perfect world, like where I would insert myself if I go out to LA is actually do reporting on the business side of media entertainment, because it kind of fits with my background and everything. And so this was one of the topics that I discussed on it, that we've reached this world where consumers don't want cable because it's too expensive. They think
And it's not convenient.
Right. Like it's not a good customer viewing experience. And so, why would I do that when I can get Netflix for $10, Hulu, Disney Plus, etc. for a couple of dollars? I can get Apple now has a streaming service. HBO Max is coming out in a couple of months.
What is HBO Max?
So it is now, they are starting their own streaming service, agnostic of HBO Now. I think it's Warner Brothers that owns HBO, and they're going to use the HBO brand to have a Warner Brothers streaming service, because that's where Friends is going. If you notice that Friends is not on Netflix anymore, I think as of January 1st this year, it's going to be on HBO Max.
I'm going to sound like a dinosaur, but where does HBO Go compared to HBO Now? Are they different services?
Yeah, so HBO Go, actually, maybe you'll know this. I'm blanking on which one is which, but one is that you can just buy it agnostic of having cable.
Yeah, I think that's HBO Now.
HBO
and
Now.
Then Go comes with your cable provider.
Yeah.
Go is what we would watch Game of Thrones on at PC, right?
Yeah, but they're similar, but I think now is live. Like, you can watch the show live you would on cable.
Yeah. Like one, I could just, not have anything and purchase HBO direct, whereas another one I actually have to have a cable subscription. But no, what you were saying is so interesting. Now as a consumer, I have all of these different services, and it's actually really expensive when you add it all up, or back to if you're a huge media consumer like I am, and you need to have all of these streaming services so that you get to watch all of these cool shows, because they're not all on Amazon Prime, Hulu, everything. You get to this point where you're going to want to see it rebundled. You're going to want to have something that, like an Apple.
Something centralized.
Apple really crushed it. Like, I really think Apple is going to be the biggest competitor in the space, because they have the platform. It's going to be vertically integrated. They have the content. Like, you can the brand, exactly.
Brand loyalty.
Like, it's so hard to find. If a friend says to you, "Oh, you should watch this really cool show on or this new show that I'm watching, Big Little Lies," and if you don't know where Big Little Lies is, you're gonna be like, "Okay, well now I have to search through all of my different streaming services." But Apple, you can just put the little thing up to your mouth and say, "Siri, help me out," and boom.